So assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Hadi Permana Putra, and I make this video to complete my assignment, or I could say is the final assignment for course Introduction to Linguistics. And the topic that I bought is actually the morphology. So without further ado, let's go to the topic. So, what is morphology? So, morphology is a branch of linguistics that studies the internal structure of words and how it builds from smaller meaningful unit. And it has another one is morphemes. So, morpheme is actually the smallest unit of meaning, or we could say is the grammatical function in a language, and it has examples for it. So the first example is I could say it's unhappy. So in unhappy, it has two morphemes, and it states the not, and for happy, it states the feeling. And the second example is the teachers. So teachers, it has three morphemes. So the first one is teach, the second one is or one who does the action, and the last one is s for states plural. And we move to the free and bond morpheme. So I would explain the free and bond morpheme into two. So free morpheme is can free morpheme is can stand alone as a word and have their own meaning. Meanwhile, the bond morpheme, it can stand alone and must attach to a word, or we could say that another morphemes, because it's dependent. And for the example for free morphemes is we have run, book, happy, and tree. This one is also called the base or root word, because it could it could stand alone as a word and have their own meaning. And for bound morphemes, uh, we have s, an, ed, re, and also nes. And this one is also called and this one is called affixes. So, we move to the next material. So the next material is a fixation. So what is a fixation? So what a fixation is a process to add affix to a word, and an affix is actually a bound morphemes, because it's must attached to a word, or we could say the base or root word. And it has several types of it, or and in this video that I would explain just two, because the other one is not common in English. So the first one is prefix. So prefix is added at the beginning of a word, and for its example is like, mm, unhappy is un, and also rewrite is re, and next is maybe impossible, maybe it could, yeah. So impossible is in, yeah. Okay, next is suffix. So suffix is added at the end of a word, and for its example is like kindness is ness, and plate is ed, and also teacher is er. So by we adding this, or by we adding the affix, we could say it's changed the word, and also maybe, the function of existing word. Yeah, maybe that's all for this affixation material. So let's move to the next material. Okay, so we move to the last material. So the last material is derivation and also inflection. So derivation. Derivation is a type of affixation that creates a new word and also change the word class completely. And maybe for the example, it's like teach. You know, teach is verb, yeah. So teach, it could be a a noun if we add the suffix and suffix er at the end, and it could be a teacher, and teacher is obviously an maybe sorry, it's a noun, yeah. And for another example, it's I would use the adjective. So the word adjective that I use is kind. So kind it could be a noun if we add a suffix and also the bond morphemes ness, and if we combine it, it would become kindness, which is it which is that is a noun, yeah. And we move to the second one, to the second material. So the second material is inflection. So inflection is just adding grammatical information and doesn't change the word class and create a new meaning. And for example is play word, maybe example is for the word play and play. So how we know just adding the just adding the grammatical information. So play and played, it's both refers the same action, but for the played cases, we added the ed. It's to states that the action it happens in the past. Yeah. So it's, it's played is the action that happened in the past. And maybe the differences, yeah. The reflection is change the word class completely and also creates a new word. But for the infection, it's just adding the grammatical information. Yeah, and maybe that's all for my material of morphology. Sorry if my word is if I make some mistake when I speak in the camera. And I would close this video with wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.